How are you using your talents? In Matthew 25:16-18, Jesus tells us of the servant who multiplied his 5 talents, while another hid his in the earth. The truth is too precious to be hidden away. Even 1 talent, faithfully used, can bear fruit. So, what are you doing with yours? Are you investing what God has given you for His glory?
Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. Matthew 25:16-18.
The knowledge of the truth is altogether too precious to be hoarded up, and bound about, and hid in the earth. Even the 1 talent entrusted by the master is to be faithfully employed.
God pronounces his blessing upon unselfish, unwearied diligence. And though we may have but 1 talent and can make but a small investment, yet God will make the effort fruitful in results. The man who works in faith will realize that his intellect, his affections, his whole power belongs to God, and he will seek to make diligent use of his powers, and will improve his faculties and talents. But instead of realizing that all our faculties belong to God, how many are reckless, little thinking that their influence, their cheap, light words are molding the characters of those with whom they associate and bringing down their minds to a low level.
The atmosphere that surrounds the soul is fraught with influence for good or evil. It may be full of poison and malaria, or be fragrant and pure and health-giving. This moral influence will be according to our connection with Christ or our separation from Him, who is light and life. Those who are united with Christ will realize that He has given them trusts according to their several ability, and, whatever their surroundings, they will consider them favorable for the development of moral character. We are to make the most of every advantage and opportunity. We must train and improve our ability, that we may not disappoint our Master, but reach the highest possible standard, and thus influence others to follow in the footsteps of our example. We may say, neither society nor intimate companions must have their ideas of Christian character cheapened by my course of action.
What are you doing with your talents? Are you putting them out to the exchangers? Every talent, whether great or small, is a gift from God meant to be used for His glory. Don't bury what you've been entrusted with. Step out in faith, use your gifts diligently, and trust that God will bring the increase. Let your life be a testimony of His goodness, impacting others and building His kingdom. So what will you do with your talents? Remember, when we use our gifts for God's purposes, the results are always fruitful. God bless you as you invest in His work.